Archangel Michael says, "Are you feeling weary, burdened by the weight of unanswered prayers? Has your heart been heavy with worry, loneliness, or fear that no one seems to understand? Have you wondered if heaven truly hears the silent cries you whisper when no one is watching? This is not just a question. It is a divine invitation. Tonight, I come to you with a message from the throne of heaven itself. This message is not for just anyone. It is for you, the one who has waited patiently in the shadows of doubt, the one who has carried invisible struggles in your soul. I have been standing guard over you, watching your steps, hearing every tear you have held back, sensing every restless night you spent searching for peace. Do you feel a strange warmth in your chest as you read these words? That is not coincidence. That is your spirit recognizing the presence of divine help arriving right now. Heaven has heard your prayers, and I have been sent to bring comfort to your heart and ease to your troubled mind. You were never forgotten, never abandoned. But listen carefully. This message demands your full attention. It is urgent because the time for your healing is near. The peace you seek is closer than you think. Tonight, the veil between heaven and your heart is thinner, and the love of God moves mightily to touch your life. Do not scroll past this. Do not delay. Open your heart wide and prepare to receive the comfort and strength that only the Almighty can give. This is your moment of divine encounter. Heaven is speaking directly to you. Are you ready to listen? Type Amen and open the door to your blessing. 777. Archangel Michael says, "My beloved child, hear me clearly. Heaven has heard your prayers. Every whispered plea, every silent tear, every moment you felt alone in the night, none of it was lost or ignored. The one who reigns above does not miss a single sigh from your spirit. You may have thought your prayers fell on deaf ears, but I am here to tell you that they have been carried straight to the throne of God, where mercy and love never sleep. You see, the spiritual realm is alive with activity, unseen by your earthly eyes. Your prayers are like sparks in the dark, calling out and lighting a path for angels to come near. I, Archangel Michael, have been standing on the front lines of this heavenly battle, guarding your soul, watching over your spirit, and listening intently to what you have to say in your quiet moments. Heaven's ears are tuned to your heart's cry. This is not just comfort, it is a divine promise. You might ask, why have I waited so long for answers? Why do the storms still rage inside me when I have cried out so often? My child, understand that waiting does not mean forgetting. Waiting means preparation. God is a master of perfect timing. Every delay, every moment of silence you have endured has been part of a greater plan. It is a spiritual forging, shaping you into the vessel meant to receive a mighty blessing. The waiting season is not punishment. It is protection. You have felt invisible burdens pressing down, the kind no one else seems to notice. These burdens are not random weights. They are the heavy chains of pain, fear, and uncertainty that try to hold your spirit captive. But hear this well. These chains have never been unbreakable. Heaven has been quietly strengthening you, preparing the way for a breakthrough. The prayers you thought were lost are now the keys to your freedom. You are not alone in this battle. Though the darkness may feel overwhelming, light has already entered your space. I have seen the spiritual struggles you face, and I am here to tell you that the forces of heaven are aligning in your favor. Your prayers have moved the hand of God to act on your behalf. Do you remember those moments when you felt a sudden peace or a calming presence that didn't make sense? That was heaven answering. Understand also that divine listening does not always mean instant change in your circumstances. Sometimes the answer comes as a shift within you first, a healing in your soul, a strengthening of your spirit, a renewed hope. The greatest miracles often start unseen, working in the hidden places of your heart and mind before they appear in your world. So if you feel tired, discouraged, or overwhelmed, do not despair. These feelings are part of your journey, but they are not your destination. Heaven is turning your prayers into power. The love you have poured out, even when it felt like it vanished into emptiness, has been filling a reservoir of grace just for you. You have been heard. Your faith has not been in vain. Even when your voice was trembling or broken, it was received with the highest honor in the courts of heaven. The waiting is almost over. A new chapter is unfolding, a chapter written by God's hand, sealed with His promise. Now is the time to stand firm in the truth that you are deeply known and fiercely loved by the Creator of all things. Your prayers have reached beyond the stars and into the heart of divine mercy. I, Archangel Michael, am here to remind you that heaven never forgets those who seek it with sincere hearts. The battle may still rage around you, but within you, a peace is growing, a peace that surpasses understanding. You are on the cusp of a divine breakthrough. This is the moment your spirit has been waiting for. Stay close, stay faithful, and prepare to receive the blessings that will change your life forever. Type Amen to declare that you believe you have been heard. Let the power of 111 fill you with renewed strength and hope. Heaven's ears are open, heaven's hand is reaching down, and heaven's love is surrounding you now. Do not doubt. Do not delay. Your prayers have been answered in ways you cannot yet see, but soon, very soon, the light will shine through the darkest night. Stand ready. The time of waiting is ending. The time of breakthrough is here. Archangel Michael says, "Now that you know heaven has heard you, I come to bring you the message you have longed for, a message of comfort and peace that flows from the very throne of God. I am the warrior angel, the defender of your soul. But tonight, I stand beside you not with sword raised for battle, but with wings of mercy spread wide to shelter your heart. The comfort you seek is coming, and it carries the power to heal what has been broken and to calm the storm raging inside. Your prayers for relief, for rest, have moved the hand of heaven. The peace you have been seeking is being released into your life. This is not a promise of an easy path, but a guarantee that you will not walk it alone. The burdens you have carried will begin to lift. The chains of fear and anxiety will start to break. You will begin to feel the soft embrace of divine love wrapping around your heart, whispering, "You are safe. You are known. You are deeply loved." This message is a divine invitation, an invitation to step into the calm waters of God's peace even if the storms continue to swirl. It is a call to release the burdens you have been holding so tightly, to lay them down at the feet of the one who never grows tired of carrying them for you. You do not have to be strong on your own anymore. You can rest in the strength of heaven. Let me remind you that comfort and peace often arrive in unexpected ways. It may come through a word from a stranger, a letter, a phone call, or a quiet moment of clarity that breaks through your confusion. Sometimes the healing begins in your dreams, in the silence between breaths, or in the simple act of surrendering your worries to God. Be alert to these moments. They are the sacred threads that weave your healing tapestry. Do you remember how you felt the last time you experienced true peace? That feeling of safety and rest that settled deep in your soul, even if only for a moment? That peace is not a memory locked away. It is a promise coming alive. You have tasted it before and you will taste it again. Richer, fuller, deeper than you ever imagined possible. I urge you to open your heart wide to receive this peace. The world around you may still be noisy and uncertain, but within you, a sanctuary of calm can grow. Let the love of God wash over your fears and doubts like a river flowing through a thirsty land. Let it refresh your soul and renew your hope. This peace is not a fleeting feeling. It is a spiritual fortress built by God's own hands. And I, Archangel Michael, am stationed at its gates, ensuring no enemy of fear, doubt, or despair can break through. When you feel overwhelmed, call on me. Call on the armies of heaven. We stand ready to defend you, to shield your heart, and to lead you into the light of divine comfort. You have suffered in silence for too long. It is time to let go of the pain that no longer serves you. It is time to receive the peace that God's love freely offers. This peace will heal old wounds, soothe anxious thoughts, and bring a joy that bubbles up from the depths of your spirit. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. Type Amen if you accept this divine comfort now. Let 444 be your sign, a symbol of God's angels surrounding you with protection, peace, and love. This is your moment to step into the calm that only heaven can provide. Do not shrink back. Do not doubt. Open your heart, and the peace you have been waiting for will flood your life. You are safe. You are cherished. You are deeply comforted. I am Michael, and I stand with you now. Archangel Michael says, now that you feel the promise of comfort and peace stirring in your spirit, the next step is to open the door fully and receive this divine blessing. Comfort from heaven is not just given, it is invited, accepted, and embraced by faith. Your heart is the gateway through which this peace flows, and I am here to guide you in unlocking it completely. First, understand this. Comfort begins with surrender. You may have tried to carry your burdens alone, but you were never meant to do so. To surrender means to release control, to lay down your fears, your worries, and your pain at the feet of the Almighty. This is not a sign of weakness. It is the greatest strength a soul can show. When you say, Lord, I cannot do this alone. I need your help. You activate a powerful response in heaven. The angels are given permission to move on your behalf. Surrender is an act of faith, and faith is the magnet that pulls divine peace toward you. If you find your heart hesitant, if doubt whispers in your ear, know that these feelings are normal. They do not disqualify you from receiving comfort. God's grace is greater than your fear, and He meets you exactly where you are. Begin by speaking truth over yourself, even if your spirit trembles. Say out loud or in your mind, I open my heart to God's peace. I surrender my pain. I receive healing. Next, prayer is your lifeline. Prayer is not just words. It is the language of your soul speaking directly to heaven. It is a sacred conversation that invites God's presence into your most private places. If you are unsure how to pray in your brokenness, begin simply. Tell God what you feel, your pain, your confusion, your longing for peace. There is no right or wrong way. The sincere cry of a weary heart is heard loud and clear. Ask for comfort. Ask for guidance. Another key to receiving divine comfort is forgiveness, both of yourself and others. Holding on to bitterness, regret, or anger creates a barrier that blocks the flow of peace. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting or excusing hurt. It means releasing the grip pain has on your heart so that healing can begin. Ask God to help you forgive, even when it feels impossible. Trust that forgiveness is a gift you give yourself, a pathway to freedom. You may also find comfort through the support of others. God often uses people as vessels of His peace. Reach out to someone you trust, a friend, a family member, a spiritual mentor. Share your struggles and let their prayers and presence strengthen you. You were never meant to walk this path alone. Community is a sacred space where God's love multiplies. Keep your eyes open for signs and confirmations. The spiritual realm often communicates through symbols, numbers, dreams, or unexpected encounters. You might notice repeating numbers like 111 or 444, or a sudden feeling of warmth or calm when you think of peace. These are not coincidences. They are heavenly nudges encouraging you to keep faith and receive what is coming. Lastly, be patient and persistent. Divine comfort is not always instant, but it is always sure. Sometimes the healing journey takes time because God is not just healing your situation, He is healing your heart and soul. Trust the process. Trust that every tear you have cried is watering seeds of restoration that will bloom in due season. Your obedience to open your heart fully to God's peace is essential. Each moment you choose faith over fear, surrender over control, forgiveness over bitterness, you are clearing a path for divine comfort to flow freely. The angels rejoice when a soul steps into healing. I stand at the gates, ready to usher you into a place of rest. Remember, this comfort is not a distant dream. It is a present reality waiting for your invitation. You have been prepared for this moment. Your spirit knows it. Your heart has been longing for it. Now is the time to receive it fully. Type Amen if you are ready to open your heart to this divine comfort. Let the number 777 be your declaration that you are stepping into breakthrough. This is the moment your soul begins to heal, your mind finds rest, and your spirit rises. I am Michael, the warrior angel of heaven, standing with you now. Your comfort has been sent. Receive it, embrace it, and walk forward in peace. Archangel Michael says, now that you have opened your heart to receive divine comfort, it is time to understand what comes next. Comfort is not the end of your journey. It is the beginning of a new path, one illuminated by hope, guided by divine wisdom, and strengthened by heavenly protection. I am here to walk with you through this next season, to prepare you for the transformation that is unfolding in your life. After receiving comfort, your spirit will begin to awaken to a greater clarity. You will start to see things from a higher perspective. a spiritual vantage point where the confusion of the past begins to unravel. This clarity will not always come all at once. It may arrive in moments of quiet reflection, in dreams, or through sudden insights during your daily life. Trust these moments. They are messages from heaven, guiding you step by step. You may notice a stirring inside, a renewed sense of purpose and direction. This is the voice of your soul responding to the peace you have received. It is the beginning of divine guidance, God's hand gently leading you toward what is best for your life. Be attentive. Be willing to follow where this guidance leads, even if the way seems unclear or challenging at first. The path of faith often requires stepping into the unknown, but you will never walk alone. Be aware also that the forces of darkness will try to challenge this new season. As the light in your life grows stronger, you may encounter spiritual resistance. This is natural. Any breakthrough will provoke opposition. But fear not, for I, Archangel Michael, stand ready with my sword drawn to protect you. The battles you face are not yours alone to fight. Heaven fights alongside you. Declare this truth daily. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Your response to these challenges will shape your journey. Do not allow fear or doubt to take root. Instead, hold fast to the peace you have received. Let it be the foundation on which you build your faith. When anxiety tries to creep back in, remind yourself that you have been comforted by heaven itself. Speak words of life and hope. Surround yourself with prayer, praise, and the company of those who uplift your spirit. Look for the signs that heaven sends to confirm your path. These may be people appearing at just the right time, unexpected opportunities opening doors, or spiritual symbols that resonate deeply with you. God's timing is perfect, and His provision will never fail. Patience is vital, for sometimes the unfolding of your breakthrough happens quietly before it bursts forth visibly. As you walk this path, remember to nurture your soul daily. Continue to seek God in prayer and meditation. Feed your spirit with the Word, allowing it to renew your mind and strengthen your heart. The more you cultivate your relationship with the divine, the clearer your guidance will become. This is not a journey of self-reliance, but of divine partnership. It is also important to stay connected to community. Healing and breakthrough thrive in the soil of fellowship. Share your victories and struggles with trusted friends and spiritual mentors. Let their prayers and encouragement bolster your faith. You were designed for connection, not isolation. Together, you will rise stronger. Do not be surprised if old wounds resurface during this process. Sometimes healing requires revisiting the pain to release it fully. When this happens, call on me and the angels to surround you with light and protection. Remember, healing is a journey, not a single event. Be gentle with yourself. Allow grace to cover every step. Look forward with expectancy. The comfort you have received is the first wave of a greater tide of blessings. Doors that were once closed will open. Relationships will mend. Dreams will begin to stir again in your heart. Your spirit will find renewed joy and purpose. You will become a beacon of hope to others who are still searching. This is your divine destiny. A life marked not by fear or defeat, but by faith, courage, and the enduring peace of God. You were created for such a time as this. Your prayers have moved heaven, And now heaven moves in your favor. I urge you to keep your spiritual eyes wide open. Watch for the hand of God in your life every day. Celebrate the small victories and the subtle shifts in your spirit. These are the signs that your breakthrough is manifesting. And when the moment arrives for your greatest blessing to fully appear, you will be ready, strong, steady, and filled with the peace that surpasses all understanding. Type Amen if you are ready to walk boldly into this new season. Let 999 be your declaration that you are embracing divine guidance and stepping into your breakthrough. This is your time, your hour, your divine appointment. I am Michael, the protector of your soul, standing with you now and forevermore. The path ahead is lit with heaven's light. Walk it with courage and faith. Your breakthrough is coming. Archangel Michael says, "You have journeyed with me through this message, a message born in heaven and delivered with love, urgency, and divine authority. Now, as we come to this moment of closing, know this: your prayers have been heard. Your heart is being comforted. Your spirit is awakening to a new season of peace and breakthrough. Do not underestimate the power of what has been released into your life today. The comfort you have received is the foundation for everything that will follow. It is the beginning of healing for old wounds, the spark that ignites your faith, and the shield that guards your soul from fear and doubt. You stand now at a sacred crossroads. One path leads to continued struggle, the other to divine restoration. The choice is yours, but heaven is calling you to choose life, hope, and peace. I urge you not to delay. Open your heart fully and receive what God is offering you right now. Say yes to His love, yes to His comfort, yes to the divine plan unfolding just for you. Remember, I am always near, your fierce protector and faithful guide. When challenges come, and they will, call on me. Call on the armies of heaven who fight relentlessly on your behalf. You are never alone. You were created for triumph, for healing, for victory. Type Amen now and declare your readiness to walk in the fullness of this blessing. Let 111 be your sign, the sacred number of new beginnings and divine alignment. Stand strong, beloved child, because your breakthrough is at hand. I am Michael, Archangel of God. I stand with you, guarding your steps, comforting your heart, and leading you into the victory that has already been won. You are deeply loved. You are divinely protected. You are not alone.